Okay, yo.
All right, everybody. Welcome to our bi-weekly team call. Whoop, whoop. So excited to have you guys. We have a very special treat for you guys. I'm so excited. We have two awesome co-hosts tonight. We have one from Team Titus. We have Miss Lexi Dixon going to co-host the call. And then we have Fawn from Team Fit Fam. So we're like super excited about the action that we're going to get on the call tonight. And maybe I'm a little bit elated that I get to shirk my leader duties for a night. I don't know, maybe a tiny bit, just a little bit. So without further ado, we are going to turn it over to these two amazing gals who are going to rock this call. First up is going to be Miss Lexi Dixon, and she is going to tell us who she has selected for our LOL for the week for Team Titus. You ready, Miss Fang?
I am. Let me share my screen really quick. See if I'm doing that. Sure, desktop. All right, can you guys see me?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go. No, not that one. This one. And sorry. Where's the stinking slideshow?
You're on it, sweetie.
No, but I want to. Oh, son of a. Okay, there we go.
Yay.
All right. So for this LOL, I actually found this one last week from Chrissy Manette. She is usually really, really consistent in posting on her fitness page and on her personal page. But she took a little hiatus for a bit, and she made this post. She says, well, to all that follow me here over on my like page, I want to thank you first for even pushing the like button. You totally had the choice to do that, and I appreciate it so much. I'm writing this post today because I'm struggling. I'm an accountability coach and can't even keep myself accountable. Lots of factors have played into this. My knee, 2 back-to-back storms that have affected 2 homes I have, 2 surgeries to pay for, my sister-in-law moving in, PCOS issues, women issues, and other things that keep popping up. Last Thursday, I think I might have had a small breakdown. You know, a person can only take on so much stress before they just physically can't do it anymore. Well, that was me. So if you've noticed I fell off the face of the earth the last few days, it's because of this. So you know what to expect in the next coming month. I will not be posting a ton here like I was. So when I do post, please give me some love because I seriously need it. Thank you all for your support through this difficult time.
Aww.
What I really appreciate about this, she has so many good things, but they're all in one post. So she's super vulnerable. She calls out that she's looking for accountability. It's very relatable. She's brutally honest. She's showing gratitude, and then she has good hashtags at the bottom too. So way to go, Chrissy. Thank you so much for your honesty and vulnerability. And this is a great post for us to look to. So yay, Chrissy. All right, and I will hand it over to Fawn. How do I stop share? Right there. All right.
I don't have one. I was gonna. I didn't really know. I didn't know what an LOL was, so I'm just gonna be honest. I thought it was LOL, like haha funny. So,
I love you, Fawn. Can I do one? Shall I do one?
Yeah, Larissa has an amazing one, but now I know what it is, so I apologize.
That's okay. Okay. Oh, let me see here.
I liked Sarah's.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just scroll on here really quick. Run it quickly.
Larissa, do you save them, the posts that you like?
I have them in my computer, you know, unorganized. But if you saw the post I tagged Fawn in a little earlier in the team page, I used to keep them in there, and we kind of had a little contest. So maybe I'll start keeping a file for them again or something.
I like that when you tagged me, because then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I was all excited that there was a contest, and then I said the date was 2014.
It's been a while. But maybe we can bring it back. Okay. Here, I'm gonna just share my screen really quickly. And okay. Share screen. Okay, guys, so we're just going to go pop on to Sarah Martinez's page. I saw this post come through yesterday, and I just loved it for a lot of the same things, from the post that Lexi just shared. Sarah says, I'm sorry, but let's just be friends. I haven't posted here in over a month, and I've wondered if you guys have wondered where I've been and what I've been doing. The truth is, I did a lot of soul searching and questioning of myself this past month. Well, heck, this past 14 months since this little dude arrived and turned my world into something crazy. I've said it 100 times. 3 kids for us was cool. 4 kids was like, whoa. He's cool and all, and well, super cute, but whoa. I've come to the page ready to post something inspiring or nutrition related, but then I stop because I feel fake, because I'm not really living the life of a health coach right now. That's what this page is, right? Health and fitness coach, except I'm not. I don't want to be your health and fitness coach. I'm sure you're shocked and thinking, what? So let me set it straight. I do love being a Beachbody coach. I do love Beachbody and the products. I do want to live a healthier life myself. And while I do want you to do it with me as my friend, I've realized I don't really want to be a leader or mentor. I want people to just enjoy doing things with me. I want everyone involved to be a leader, and I want everyone involved to ask for help when they need it, including me. I want my team of coaches to view me as an equal, to realize we all have something to offer the team, and I'm not stronger or better than anyone just because I started first. I just want to encourage and support them all as they find their own success. I don't want the pressure of others' success on my shoulders. I take it very personal when someone fails, except we all fail sometimes, including me. I am only responsible for my failures, but I feel responsible for others too when I'm playing leader, and that makes me retreat and avoid. But then that's helping absolutely 0 people. So with that said, let's be friends and let's support each other on this weight loss, healthy living, becoming a better person journey. Who's in? And I mean,
That's
what a great
awesome.
post. Like, what a great post. I mean, just as a coach right now who's struggling, I'm freaking, my body's in like chills. Like, I've got goose pimples all over because I'm like, someone said it, right? I'm struggling right now in my own personal journey. Sarah's struggling. We all come to this point where we have some great obstacle, and we can let it strengthen us. We can let it, we can let it redefine how we do our business, or we can let it shut us down. We can let it define us in a way that doesn't allow us to keep going. And so with Sarah just finally saying this, like, I feel a weight lifted off my shoulders, and I didn't post it. You know what I mean? So yeah. I really, I love this post. I just wanted to honor that because
that's a good one.
I think it's amazing. And I think that I love too, let's just do it together. Let's do this together. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. I want a team of equals. And like who wants to do this with me? You know what I mean? And such a great vibe. Such a great vibe from that post. So, okay.
You know why I don't like the post?
Huh?
You know why I don't like it?
Why?
Because I didn't write it first.
I know, right?
I won't copy and paste it.
I know.
And that sucks.
Me too. Yeah. No, it's so great. I'm so honest. Love it. Okay, I'm stopping sharing, and now you ladies take the wheel. And I'm going to mute myself.
All right. So I'm going to talk about personal development tonight. And I know a lot of the time we kind of revert back to talking about personal development, and in the National Wake Up Call, they always say, if your business isn't where you want it to be, you need to go back to doing personal development. And it seems like if you're not doing it, it sounds like kind of a cop-out thing, like, oh, we'll just fall back to this thing that nobody really does. But to be perfectly honest, if I hadn't dove into personal development and hadn't been 100% committed to that from day one, I can say 100% I would have quit this by now, because my business is not where it is, or my business is not where I want it to be. I'm not making the money I want to be making, but I wouldn't have had the confidence to post my before and afters. I wouldn't have had the confidence to post my story and to share my why and all of that. And my business wouldn't be as good as it is, and my life wouldn't be as good as it is if I hadn't committed to personal development from day one. So with that said, let me share screens real quick. All right. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go over what is personal development, why it's important, if you really need to do it, and where you can find it. So I found this little quote that I really like that says, the swiftest way to triple your success is to double your investment in personal development. All right, so what is it and why is it important? Personal development covers activities that improve awareness and identity, develop talents and potential, build human capital, and facilitate employability, enhance quality of life, and contribute to the realization of dreams and aspirations. Simply put, it's the key to improving your skills and attitudes to bring you more success in various areas of life, such as relationships, health, and financial success. PD will help you identify your strengths and areas for improvement. Okay, so do you really need to do it? Yes, that's really kind of the bottom line. If you can relate to any of these things, you've ever had depression, an eating disorder, you need to lose weight, financial issues, relationship problems, health problems, you're starting your own business, you hate your job, you want to improve your productivity, you're less than organized, you're lacking confidence. Pretty much if you have any area of your life that is less than stellar, then yes, you need some form of personal development. All right, so it's important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. I am the queen of excuses. Seriously, like I have excuses for absolutely everything that I don't do. And I hate that, so I'm working on that. But some common excuses for really anything, like the whole I don't have time, that's the go-to excuse for whatever you don't want to do. But for personal development, there's excuses like I don't like reading, I'm not depressed, I'm not some loser perusing the self-help section. I can figure this out on my own with the training I have available. And while you probably could figure it out, why would you when you kind of already have the answers spelled out for you and handed to you in a nice little binding? So don't make excuses. You have to do it. Once you start doing it, you'll realize just how powerful it is and what a difference it can make in every aspect of your personal and professional life. So where can you find personal development? You can really find personal development really anywhere. You can go to the library, you can look on Pinterest. There's lots of, if you just type in personal development, there's tons of pins that give you all kinds of lists of books and podcasts and articles and blogs and anything that you could possibly want to find. You can also go through Amazon, on YouTube. You can find it at church. That's actually my church. And you can find it through meditation, really anywhere where you can stop and kind of think about what you have going on in your life, you can kind of reflect. That's an opportunity for personal development. And you can also get it from your fellow coaches and your friends. And there's an app for that. So some apps that you could use to help you organize your business, organize your life, all kinds of ideas are out there, but some are Habit Factor, If This Then That, Awesome Note, Those two are actually ones that Shalene Johnson uses herself. Gratitude Journal is another one. And then there is a link that I found, I think on Pinterest or Google, I don't remember. But that's another one that I can post in the team page also if anyone's interested. And then these are some of my favorites and recommendations. The first personal development book I ever read was Confidence, Build Unbreakable, Unstoppable, Powerful Confidence in All Areas of Your Life. And that really changed the game for me. That gave me a very different mindset than I had had for several years, like a long, long time. So that one, I found that on my Kindle, so I would highly recommend that one. You Are a Badass. That is also a fantastic one. Anyone that I have heard who hasn't liked it, they've read it. Anyone who has listened to it through an audiobook has absolutely loved it. So I recommend that one on audiobook. Some other ones that you hear a lot about are Compound Effect, Eat That Frog, Jab, 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 Right Hook, and then The Slight Edge. And then we also have some that our celebrity trainers have written, like Tony Horton and Shalene Johnson have also written some books. And then my excuse for not reading books is I don't have time to read books. By the time I go to bed, I'm too tired to really read a book. I look at Facebook for like 5 minutes and then pass out. So what I do is I listen to podcasts. That is I'd say like 99% of my personal development is done in my car on the way to work after dropping off the boys to daycare, and then on the way home and on my lunches. And when I'm cooking dinner and I'm waiting for my husband and the boys to get home, this is where I get everything. I listen to Build Your Tribe and The Shalene Show a lot. The Platinum Edge is also really great. That's hosted by Christine Dwyer, who is one of the top coaches in our company. Fitnesspreneurs Life is with Vito Lafata. He's one of the speakers at Summit this year. And then Fat Burning Man, I really like that one. That one's with the guy who does the Wild Diet. And that's just another really good one. He has a lot of different guests on. And then Inside Shakeology is a podcast that is put on by Beachbody, and it's a monthly podcast. So if you want to learn more about Shakeology, that's a really great one. And then, of course, the Team Beachbody podcast. That is where I listen to the National Wake Up Call every week because I'm working while it's going on, so I can't listen to it then. So I just wait for it to get uploaded, usually the same day or the next morning, and I listen to it then. And lastly, you want to attract people to your team of coaches and your challenge groups who want to make positive changes in their lives. Well, that's what you need to be. You need to be motivated to improve all areas of your life and be that beacon of light to your coaches and challengers. The end. All right. Does anybody have anything they would like to share about personal development they've done or any recommendations they have?
What?
I like doing why?
Sorry. I forgot I wasn't muted.
No, I'm just kidding. I go on YouTube a lot, and like top coaches, I literally in the car, I just press play and repeat, and like it goes down all their videos they've made, whether they're like 5 years old or whatever, but it's not like personal development, but it kind of shows where, when they started to how they got to where they're at. And for me, that's personal development. I mean, I kind of like hearing their stories and all their, mess and craziness, but I enjoy that.
I feel
It's
like
something different.
get something from, that's personal development.
Huh?
I feel like anything that you actually get something from, that's personal development.
Oh yeah. I mean, let's see, is it the New Wave? Like they have a lot of stuff going on, and I love listening to this. started listening to stuff about networking, which it's like, I'm sure it's repetitive. You know, we hear the same thing over and over, but then it's kind of like, I feel like maybe we weren't ready at that time. And then, because I'm sure I heard about networking at last year's summit or from Larissa or 2 years ago or whatever. And then all of a sudden I was listening to New Wave like last week, and I'm all, oh my God, I know a guy and I know a girl and I can like hook up with them, and you know, so it's kind of cool. Like maybe we just weren't ready at that time, like, you know, if that makes any sense.
All right, so Fawn, it's your turn.
Okay.
Good job, Lex.
Yeah, actually, thank you, because Shakeology, I didn't know they had a podcast for Shakeology.
Oh yeah, there's only like 6 or so episodes because they only do it once a month. But I think it's actually with the guy that created it, so he's like super knowledgeable. Yeah.
Darren Olian or something.
Yeah, it's him.
Okay. Yeah, I love him. Okay, so I'm going to talk about how to be more productive in your business. It might be repetitive. Sorry, I make a lot of faces and make funny noises, so you'll have to excuse me if you don't know me. Okay, so as we are all busy mothers, single dads, and both are working parents, etc., sometimes we get so busy with our families or our jobs that this business that we're trying to create with Beachbody sometimes gets put on the back burner because we are so busy with our lives that we stress about how much time we can squeeze into our business. You know, I still hear Brigitta's video replaying in my head about how she took this job so seriously and she locked herself in a room for hours. I think she said that she had her mom come over or something, and she like went in her office, or she had a little front desk or something. It was like 6 hours. Like, I don't think I've even spent 6 hours now, and I've been doing this for 2 years. So I keep like, come on, Fawn, you're at 3 hours. Like, you got 3 to go. But so anyway, but she wanted it, because I remember after 6 months, she already had like a crazy income, and we know where Brigitta's at now. So anyway, so she took it seriously. She locked herself in her room for hours because she wanted a thriving business. She wanted a successful career. I think that's what's hard for us, or myself, is that I have so many great ideas, but not enough hours in a day to tackle them all. But if we learned how to be more productive, we could get more done, have more time to build our business, and less time to be stressed out about what we didn't get accomplished. So one of the things is time management. It's key to our growing business. I don't know about you guys, but my time is limited because of my busy schedule. I'm sure everyone's, like you just said, you don't have enough time for personal development, so you're listening to podcasts or trying to squeeze it in. Well, it's the same thing about growing our business. I mean, I have to deal with, well, now I have 4 kids, but I deal with 3 kids. I deal with my husband. I don't deal with them. That's my life. You know, appointments. Damn kids, I got to deal with their crap. No, school, like I'm in school. I've been in school for 10 years. I mean, it's just something that's important to me. I feel like we're never stop learning. So I'm in school. My kids are in school, my family, my husband, my grandmother's appointments. So I'm taking her to her dental and her eye doctor. And then I have my kids. So it's like this business has been like a hobby. It's something that's so passionate to me. It's something I just love, but it's always gets pushed to the side. It's like, okay, I have this, and this. Oh, Beachbody, well, that could get, tomorrow. Oh, posting, well, I can do that next week. So it's not anything that's been a priority. And I don't know if it's just because I haven't put enough effort or time, but I just haven't been more productive. So I'm trying to really kind of buckle down and limit different stuff and be more productive in my business. So using my time wisely is the whole point. I want to get in this business. The whole point we got in this business is for the freedom. I mean, for me, to stay with our kids. I mean, I post that I'm sitting poolside and I get to be at home. And if my kids have a play, I get to go do that. If I was working, I wouldn't be able to do that. And I get to do that now. So that's kind of like the whole point. I mean, for me. So let's see. Kids are at school. Okay, then I'm working while they're needing my attention. So before, I didn't really have a set schedule. I wasn't being productive. I would kind of go to an appointment or do some of my classwork, and then maybe prep for dinner, and then work out, and then it's like, oh, time to pick up my kids, and then I didn't check my emails, I didn't do, my Facebook friends or like pages, I didn't post. So now my kids are at home when I'm supposed to be spending time with them and helping them with homework or doing laundry or doing, mother stuff, wife stuff, and now I'm doing Beachbody stuff. So now I'm like, hold on, kids, I gotta email this guy, or, hold on, I gotta write this post. And so now the whole point of me wanting to do this business was to stay at home with them, and now I'm pushing them aside. So I'm trying to figure out, time management, being more productive. When should I, focus on my business? When should I focus on my kids? When should I focus on my husband? So I'm learning to kind of correlate everything. So it's just this not perfect puzzle, but kind of a little bit more, organized, not so messy. So that's one of the things, is that setting a schedule. And I actually did that. I have my notebook now, and it has Monday, 5:30, walk with the neighbor, 6 a.m., make coffee. I mean, I literally tell myself 6 a.m., make coffee. So if it's 5:59, I better be scooping my grounds and my water, because I know that I only have, 10 minutes to check emails or whatever. So I literally, it's helped me, because I'm like, oh shit, I need to do this, this, and this. And it's got done. Like within that first hour before my kids are even awake, I've already, worked out, had my coffee, done my emails, started my notification, just being more productive. I've done so much more just because I feel like I can follow a schedule, and that works for me by following something. I need to visually look at someone. It's like I know I need to get it done, but at the same time, if I look at something, it's like, then it's done, for me. So setting a schedule, which is a good foundation, and we can always change it later or factor in things when needed. When my husband is away for work, my husband travels a lot for work. He's a pipe fitter welder, so he works on solar projects. So he might be gone for 4 days, he might be gone for 4 months. So then I factor in, so I might have my calendar, and, Kelly will take, Owen to MMA or soccer or skateboarding or whatever it is. And I'm cooking for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Dad's cooking this day. But if he's away, then all of a sudden, all that stuff that I scheduled for him to help me with is now, solely on me. So we got to kind of incorporate just our life, but factoring it in a calendar and being organized about it, then we're not so all over the place. And so when he leaves, I'm not freaking out or saying, oh shit, now I got to do dinner every single day. It's okay, because now I've already managed my time wisely. I've prepared my meals, and I know, it's already done for the week. So scheduling is a big thing for me, because I'm solely relying on myself. So maybe at one time he was able to cook, which I just said that, planning ahead. All right, let's see. I already said that. Let's move on. Okay, so that leads to my next example of planning ahead. This will save you time and hassle, which will reduce your stress. So those gray hairs on my head started to kind of disappear. If I have an appointment with a client, instead of being limited, I will maybe go back on my calendar and say, yeah, absolutely. I can meet you on Tuesday. But then on my calendar on Tuesday actually says that Clay has an ortho. All 3 of my kids are in braces right now. So I'm at the orthodontist like all the time. So between me, my kids, my grandma, like I said, my time is limited. But instead, what I used to do is do it all in one day. Sure, I could meet you. Sure, I could do this. Sure, I could take Owen to MMA. Sure, I could take soccer, and then I was overwhelmed, and then I was wearing myself thin. So now I'm like, you know what? Let me call the ortho. Let me reschedule for tomorrow. So now I could do the client on Monday and then the ortho on Tuesday. And even though my week is busy, it's still giving me time to breathe. So I have time for my family and time to do stuff that matters, being more productive. All right, where am I? I could see. Okay, dokie. Okay. All right. Oh, and then I said hit while the skillet's hot, if that's the right wording. When the skillet's hot. So, like I said, again, with the client, I keep looking at Larissa's face, so I'm trying not to laugh. Okay. So with potential, with potential clients, this is what's happened to me in the past. So people would message me all the time. They love my posts. Like, oh, what's this Shakeology? Oh, I want to do your challenge group. And they were all excited. And I'm like, okay, so, oh, perfect. Next Tuesday. Yeah, that'll wait. So that whole week went by, and they maybe messaged a friend that was selling Shakeology, or Googled it and found it cheaper on Amazon, or realized, oh, you know what? I thought I had the money and I was all excited about this challenge group, but now that week has gone by, so now they're not interested. So that's why it's like, striking while the skill is hot. That's what I was trying to say. So with me being more productive and doing my scheduling, I can now deal with the client, get her excited, why she's excited, she or he's excited, and still, do the rest of my week. All right, that's what I was trying to say. Okay, another thing that correlates with time management and our being more productive in our business is our environment. Where are we doing our business? We all work from home. Well, let me tell you about where I used to do my business. On my bed, and my bed wasn't made, so I was like in the covers. I'm like, ooh, I'm comfortable. I'm laying with my laptop, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh crap, I don't have, my water. I don't have my pen. I don't have my paper. It's downstairs. Oh, now I forgot my charger. Oh, my bed's getting uncomfortable. I need to adjust my pillow. So now I'm taking, 20 extra minutes to get my supplies or to move around and get comfortable, when in the beginning I shouldn't be on my bed to do my business. Like, you don't go to work and go to your bed. You wake up and move away from your bed. So I slowly learned to not be in my bed when I did my business. And I buckled down and I bought a desk because I didn't think I needed a desk. Like I said, I had a bed. Who needs a desk when you have a bed? So I bought it, and I'm cheap. I'm really cheap and thrifty. I paint everything. I go to yard sales. So anyway, I found a guy. He's selling crap out of his garage. I got a desk, super cheap. So I got my desk. It's right here. But yeah, so now all my stuff's in one spot. I need to off the faces. Okay. All my stuff's together in one spot. So now I'm being more productive. I'm organized. All my stuff's here. I got my water. I have my printer. I have my charger. I have all the tools that I need to be successful in one spot. I have a comfortable chair. I'm not moving around. So now I could focus our power hour and actually make it an hour and not an hour and a half, because I don't have an hour and a half. I got to take my kids to school. I got to make their lunches. Okay. So, environment. Oh, and it says I splurged and bought a desk lamp. So, splurge and buy a desk lamp. It works when it's dark. Okay. Moving on. My next thing that was holding me back in my business was my phone. So, Larissa was posting all these gorgeous pictures for years. And I'm like, well, she's a photographer. Come to find out, she's like, yeah, I'm a photographer, but those pictures that you see are from my phone. It takes me 2 seconds. I'm like, oh. So I had some old kind of crazy phone, but it worked for me. I mean, it made phone calls. I text my kids. I text my husband, but it wasn't making me efficient in my job. So I splurged. I got an iPhone. So I upgraded my technology, and that's a huge thing when we're trying to start our own business. You're not going to go to Flint or Albertson or whatever. I can't even think of any big companies, but you're not going to see them on little cheap equipment. They're going to have nice stuff because they need to make their business productive. They're going to get shit done, right? So why aren't we getting shit done? Or myself anyway. So I upgraded my phone. I got myself a desk. I'm now comfortable. I'm organized. So the next thing was technology, upgrading technology. So this could be anything from a slow computer. Maybe you're working on a slow computer. So if your computer's slow, get a new computer. If you want a thriving business, right? I mean, easier said than done, but those are just notes that I have. So I did. My husband got me a laptop for Christmas, and it's not the best, but it totally does everything that I need to do for my business. So now I'm more productive. I'm not upstairs on my Windows and I'm doing slow stuff, and it was a nightmare, but now I'm doing that. My next goal is to actually get 2 screens, a bigger screen and 2 screens, because I'm going blind, so I need a bigger screen for one. Number two, two screens. So one, I could kind of do my work on, whether I'm doing schoolwork, and then maybe on my other screen, if a client messages me and I need to schedule or do my calendar. So that's my goal in the future, but it's good to have goals, right? Have our little dream board of what we want. So I got 2 computer monitors on my dream board. All right. What is the next one? Number 6. Okay, calendar. So we've all done this. We all, I'm sure, either have like a paper calendar or an old calendar, but for us to be more productive in our business would be to do a calendar on our computer, which we've done Google Calendar. I've used Outlook, and I'm still kind of in the process of putting everything on there, but I've noticed that when I have everything on my computer, I'm way more organized than having this, but I don't know how to do the whole screen around thing. So that'll be my next thing. So right now it's paper for the Zoom meetings, but otherwise technology, as scary as it was, it's so convenient. It makes everything just super easy. Okay. So very last thing is I want to talk about, besides the technology and the upgrading, is that going digital. Have all your tasks on your computer. So I was like the queen of notes, like literally sticky notes on my bathroom to remind myself to call and cancel my grandmother's appointment and to call and change this. And then I got in my car and I had 3 little sticky notes because I had to remember to bring Aiden this to, I mean, I was literally going crazy and overwhelmed because I'm like, did I miss some sticky notes? Did I miss notes on my, walls? I mean, literally they were on my fridge, on my chalkboard thing. I had sticky notes galore all over my house. So I've confined everything to digital computer tasks and to my phone. Another good thing about having notes on your phone, if you're not already using notes, but you guys probably are, but like I said, I'm super slow into the whole technology world, because if you're, say, having coffee with a client and you say, okay, well, great. Well, let's, meet up next week and we're going to talk about your goals, or we're going to, I'm going to brain over a meal plan or whatever you're going to do. Well, what if you leave and you either write it down and then that paper gets lost, or you forget? If you're digital on mobile, then everything is on here. Then when you get back, you can correlate it with your calendar, and then bravo, you're like magic. Everything's organized. Everything's either on your computer or your phone. So thank you for coming to my show, to my Zoom meeting. Me and Lexi Zoom meeting. So I hope you learned something.
Good job, you guys. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
So, Fawn, you use Google Calendar. You can sync that to your phone.
I'm sorry?
So you said you use Google Calendar. You can sync that to your phone, right?
Nope.
Yep. You just get the Gmail app on your phone, and
See, that's another thing. Is like, okay.
you get the Google app, and it has all of the different apps with it, like your Gmail, your Maps, all of that. And it'll sync your calendar. So whatever you put in your calendar on your computer, when you go to pick up your kids, it's going to be in your phone.
Oh.
I do that.
See, I'm still using the notes on my phone. Like, it's digital, but it's, you know what I mean? The notes.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I get home, I just put it all on my computer, but I didn't know. So it'd be the same calendar that I have, like, online on the computer.
Yeah, and you can even do like a Google Doc and put your notes in there on your phone. And then when you get home, you just open up your Google Doc on your computer and it's already there.
Oh, see?
There's some other apps too. See, my problem, this call is like highlighting my biggest problem, which is that I like am all up in everything. So I have like a day designer that was like $70, and then I only use it half the time, and then I might write something in there, and then I'm like, well, no, let me go digital. Let me use my calendar here. Oh, let me try this. Oh, let me try Teamsy. Oh, let me try Streak. Oh, let me try blah, 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 blah. So, like, if anyone's like me, I'm going to write a list of everywhere I am where I put everything and then just slash down, and like not allow myself to do that, because I am crazy with all of that. Like I'm all over the place. Like I try so many different things and I never stick to anything. So this
you need to limit yourself to like 3. Like don't let yourself use anything more than 3 fins. If you go for a 4th thing, you need to drop one of those other 3 fins.
Dude, I'm everywhere. And then I'm like,
well, that's what I mean. Find one that works and then just stick to the one.
yeah, well, they all work. And I'm like, I don't know which one. I didn't start this thing as an organized person. And then, 3 years later, and you have a team and people and blah, blah, blah.
So if you have all your stuff on different stuff, then what are you going off of? You just know that you have stuff here, 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 and here?
I just fly.
Yeah, I'm asking Alex how she does it, because she does everything through her planner. And I mean, seriously, if you've seen this planner, she's got this thing decorated to hell and back. I mean, it's gorgeous. And that girl literally has everything. Look at her. There she is. The girl has everything written down. I mean, down to the wire, the girl has it written down in that planner. If she needs the meal done, her and her hubby are in there working out. Her call schedules, her this and that. I mean, everything. And I was like, well, how did you get into that in the first place?
Yeah.
It's like, what if you lost that, Alex?
I worked, and I'm like, okay, but now you don't work anymore. And she's like, no. She's like, well, now that I don't work, I get to go and buy all this stuff and glitter it up and sticker it up and everything else. That's fun to me. So I just keep doing it, and it works. And I'm like, okay. I just need to find something to get me. Like, I've got the Wonderlist app because Larissa recommended it. I haven't even started that thing.
Oh, dude.
I downloaded it.
I loved Wonderlist. I loved Wonderlist, and then someone on another team call said something about this other one. So I'm like, ooh, Clear. Now I have Clear and Wonderlist. I need to stop it. Like, I am this kind of person who's all, like, wanting the best. So I'll like pay for this and then I'll pay for that and then I'll try this and I'm always looking for the best, which leaves me so frazzled and confused.
Well, that's like the class that I was saying with being more productive. She's like, you need to stick to one thing and like go digital. That's what she just kept saying. It's going digital, no more paper. Because what if you lose your paper? I mean, like, that looks like Alex's lifeline. Like, I'd be scared if I lost that.
Oh, my God.
I'd hate to be around you lost that.
Alex it's so dreamy. I have mine, and then I've tried, and then I don't like my handwriting, so then half the time I'm like, it's gonna look ugly, so I don't want to write it there. And then I would rather have it in marker and have it all cute, but then I'm like, well, yeah, but I don't like my handwriting, so what if I need to erase? So then I just don't do it. I'm like frozen. Oh. Anyway, so good reminder for me to just do that, and I was loving
it.
Yeah.
Or combine it.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe you should invent your own app or your own thing, because it sounds like you could take little pieces from all those people.
I have. Huh? I've invented my own planner page with all the stuff, and health and fitness one. I'm all over the place. Anyway, gotta stop that.
Yeah.
I just like to fly by the seat of my pants, and then I like tackle down, and I'm like, oh, gotta do it this way, and then I'll hear like a top coach say like, well, up until now I'm just kind of flown by the seat of my pants, and I'm like, see, I can fly. I validate my own self, and then I'm like, pooped again.
I believe I can fly.
I believe. But yeah, like even with the Google, the Gmail, like I think I probably have 3 apps on my phone right now that all sync with Gmail. So like you can do them different ways. Oh, don't even get me started. Because there's some cool ones. You could like do color blocking, all this crazy stuff. So yeah. Anyway, that's my self-proclaimed homework is to like delete 90% of the things I'm using and just do one or two.
Sounds like it could
You
be
need an
another
intervention.
Hmm?
This sounds like it could be another call.
Yeah.
Subject for a call.
Let me overcome this, and then perhaps we'll do a call on it. Or someone else who's got it under control can do it, because not this gal.
That would not be me. Do not sign me up for that.
You're a flyer too?
No, I'm like you. I got me this Erin Condren planner, spent a whole buttload of money on that.
I know.
And then I got the cheat planner, and then I have a fit journal, and then I got Evernote, and then Teamsy, and then is this starting to sound familiar?
Yeah. Oh my God. Last year I had a passion planner. I had a day designer. The year before I did the Erin Condren. So I had a passion planner and a day designer. And, I have this Freedom Manifesto.
Oh, I've seen the Freedom Manifesto. I've seen, yeah.
Network marketing, right?
I was like oogling that for a hot minute. I almost did it.
So
No wonder you two are great for success.
I'm telling you.
You both are.
I don't know. It can be very bad because both of us are so flighty that we can't get shit done. Like,
yeah, you have huge teams. So
well, if we
it's done somewhere. It's just here, there, and everywhere.
we schedule Sunday. We were like, let's schedule a call. Let's chat Monday or Tuesday, and then we both realized like an hour ago. We're like, shit, we didn't. We never got on the phone.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's a good flexibility though. It's like a pair of elastic waist pants on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, and there's no judgment because then if one of us was like super on the ball and the other one was flighty, then the on the ball person would secretly hate the other one. So it's a wonderful marriage of complete, utter disarray. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just, who cares?
Now I think I'll stop recording.
Oh, I forgot.
Please join our team. Join our team. Be my coach. Sign up today.
Uber mess all over the place.
Hot Mess Express. Get your tickets. All aboard.
It's proof that anything can be done under any circumstance.
The Mad Train. Come aboard.
All aboard the Hot Mess Express.
Yeah, that's true.